Hello. Today we will look at things that you probably wouldn't have permission to do in the Netherlands, and once again, I have done like a Dutch meme reaction video where I have said this. But I am actually Dutch. Let's go. Note: this video also contains a different video from Bart de Pauw. Let's begin now.
The Netherlands. There are so many things to discover in this wonderful country. But before you visit them, remember these 10 things not to do. Know before you go. Number 1. Don't call the Dutch Germans. A lot of people confuse the word Dutch with Deutsch. And no, it's not the same thing. Dutch is the name of Netherlands citizens and the language they speak, whereas Deutsch means German in the German language. So you see, there's a huge difference.
Yes.
Number 2. Don't call it Holland. The Netherlands is a country with 12 provinces. It means lower countries in reference to its low elevation and flat topography.
Provinces.
But Holland is a region referring to only 2 of those provinces. Some use Holland to refer to the whole of the Netherlands, which is wrong. Netherlands locals may take offense if you make this common mistake.
Yes.
Number 3. Don't abuse drugs. The Netherlands' capital, Amsterdam, is famous for the legalization of some narcotics. However,
you roasting me,
if during your stay you feel inclined to partake in these usually illegal substances, remember to tread lightly. You don't want to be one of those lame, wasted tourists making a fool of themselves on the streets of Amsterdam.
Oh, shut up.
Number 4. Don't wander into the bike lane. Back home, the bike lanes may be less dangerous, but the Netherlands are so flat it makes them ideal for cycling. Bike lanes are much more crowded and the cyclists much more ruthless when people loiter unknowingly into their designated path.
True.
Number 5. Don't forget to tap off. If you travel by train in the Netherlands, you need to tap your card on the reader before you board. Sure,
yes,
but
true,
don't
matey.
forget to tap off when you pass back through the gates, even if they're already open. If you forget to tap off, the counter will still be going and you'll be charged the maximum ticket fare. Number 6. Don't take pictures in the red light district. Taking pictures in the red light district is not allowed. So if you are caught taking some, they can confiscate your camera or your phone. We're serious, don't do it.
Oh yeah.
Number 7. Don't use tourist buses. If you're in Amsterdam and want a sightseeing tour, rather than taking a bus, you'll be sure to better enjoy a cruise down the many canals. There are also plenty of riverside bars and restaurants to be discovered.
Yes.
Number 8. Don't speak Dutch. In the Netherlands, they speak Dutch and English. And according to many of the locals, Dutch is harder to master than Chinese. And they prefer it if you don't try. So unless you're planning on moving there, don't try to dabble in Dutch. Number 9. Don't show up unannounced. If you want to visit someone's home or workplace, you should always phone ahead first.
OMG,
they like to organise their day and an unexpected visit may ruin their plans. Number 10. Don't forget to say goodbye. If you are with a group of people and you want to leave, don't forget to say goodbye. It's an important piece of social etiquette to warn in advance that you are going to leave and then shake hands as you bid farewell to everyone in the group. If you don't, they may think you're angry with them, so be polite. Goodbye. Where do you want to know what not to do in next? Comment below.
Hey, if you're a coach looking to get more clients online, you got to see this. I figured it out. I found the perfect way to turn a stranger to a client.
Here it's almost like a public thing that you're just discussing what you do in the toilet and how you do it. And
Okay.
Are there any habits or things that you see Dutch people do that in your own country would be, let's say, inappropriate?
Oh.
I see some Dutch people doing that after food.
Oh, flip.
It's just to take everything, like
Yeah, it's just done, but they want just to.
Yes,
get
true
every
all
penny
the
out of it.
time.
Maybe like, okay, when people bring like a loaf of bread with like a jar of Nutella and a jar of pindakaas. And then they like dip the knife, make their little sandwich, then lick the knife, then dip it in the other condiment. And I'm like,
you don't like that?
you don't mix your saliva in with the pot.
See, I'm fine with it.
Maybe because you're half Dutch.
The whole like leaving the shoes on in the house.
Ha,
it's
that's
I
not
don't find
true.
it gross, but I find it really weird. It's gross. Because in Canada, it's like you walk in, the first thing you do is where do I put my shoes, and you ask them where do I leave my shoes, and they're like, oh, just put them there, and then you take your shoes off, and that's it. But here, you just walk through the whole house, everywhere with your shoes on.
Oh, yes, it's true.
Like a muddy forest,
Yeah.
and they have like white floors,
And you're just like, no,
you're
just leave
walking
them
around in
on,
your
it's
muddy
fine.
shoes.
Every time I go to the restroom and there's a Dutch girl in the stall next to me, sometimes they walk out without washing their hands. Even if you don't use soap, just rinse them.
I've noticed that
True lazy.
the toilet just after the enter door. When you enter, you have the toilet right there. But we used to put it at the end of the house.
Oh.
You know,
Yes.
it's not nice to enter and see the toilet.
Well, in the Netherlands, you don't have the bidet. They need to use a toilet paper every time they go to the toilet, and they don't even use water to clean themselves after that. And when you ask them, like, why do you do that? They said, like, okay, we just have a shower every day. But still, you know?
That's
you would use
normal.
the 4 times without using the bidet, and for me, that's disgusting.
The only thing that I really don't like and I don't understand is like, why do you need to have a sink in your room? Because this is the moist bringer, and when it drips, it's like in a jail.
What
so the
not
top is
true?
off.
One thing I've heard that I'm pretty sure it's Dutch is having the calendar in your toilet. Dutch? Yeah. Yeah, see, I grew up with that. So
Yeah,
I thought
that's
No.
But now looking back on it, it's a bit of a weird thing.
Yeah.
here, like when someone you're having dinner with Dutch people and they have to go to the toilet, they just say, "I'm going to the WC." Whereas in Italy, you would say like, "Excuse me for a minute," and then of course, no
True
one's gonna ask
dude.
you, what are you gonna do? Because you're just gonna tell him, "Hey, I'm
The
going to
WC.
toilet." But here you say, "I'm going to the WC,"
And they actually, they say like, I'm going there to do this.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
tell
my-
you
yeah,
they
yeah,
have
my
to,
dad does that, yeah.
They have to drop the kids off the pool. I have to take a huge shit. Sorry, 1 minute, I'll be back.
I don't think Dutch people care. I mean, they go, I have to poop, okay. Don't be like that.
Ha.
Like if you said a lot of the things that the Dutch say,
Yeah.
if you said that in Ireland,
Yeah.
you would have
People would raise their
problems.
eyebrows, yeah.
I think more than their eyebrows.
Oh ja, boodschappen, is dat toch?
Grote boodschap.
Ja, grote boodschappen.
Yes.
I think it's a little bit strange because then you put like buy stuffs and just put peak in together in one word, then yeah, you're going to the toilet to it your business.
And like the stalls are different. Like here, the stalls are literally like a stall, like for horses. Like and
So
like
bad.
they have like really big gaps underneath.
this
So,
much
like you can
underneath.
see like your full like
How
shoe,
what?
like your full like leg practically.
Yeah, and like in between the
True.
doors, go crack
Yeah.
this wide. So if you're walking, you can make eye contact
Actually.
with someone while they're peeing, and
It's
it's
so
so
disgusting.
it's so uncomfortable.
Because here it's almost like a group activity. Everyone just goes in together, pisses together, and then comes out together. And I have never understood why they do that. But
There are these
How the flip.
toilets in the street, and there was one guy, he was using the toilet, but the other one was in the other side, and he was doing the same. And it was, oh my God, just wait.
on festivals, we also get this,
How
like,
the
you know,
flip.
It get like it looks like a star, and it's like just this tall, and it's in the middle of the festival, and the man just go there and pee, and you can even get an eye contact with the guy who's standing in front of you.
Dutch people like to put their bag on
The flip.
front, put their bags at random on the street when they are talking.
We don't put it back in the floor.
True, we are tired.
how I don't know how they call this, but
the Dutch word is in je neus peuteren.
Okay, in your nose peuteren. Okay, they actually do this.
I see a couple, and they were almost having sex in the street. I think they were drunk, but they were almost having sex in a
What
public
the
place.
actually flip?
I'm trying to think of foods that are like food habits that are gross.
Yeah, me
I
too.
feel like there's probably
I feel like
some
I always
there.
like put like food with grossness.
They'll have, for instance, steak or like, I don't know, at breakfast an uitsmijten, and they'll cut it all up into pieces, and then they'll eat piece. You know, you're kind of a child because children have
True dude
IDKY.
IDKY.
And then they eat them. So I see it and I think that looks kind of strange to me.
At the Sinter class, when Sinter class come, they're just throwing these small, not candies, but these cookies, small cookies for the kids, and the kids start to eat it from the ground.
Yeah, I mean...
Mayonnaise. I really don't like mayonnaise, and you guys put it on everything, and you sneak it in the menu. What's with the poke bowl and mayonnaise on the rice? Like, that's just gross. Like, mayonnaise on rice is gross. So it wasn't on the menu that it had mayonnaise in the sauce, but it's there, and I don't like mayonnaise. And so that is the worst part of the Netherlands for me.
What the flip IDK? What do you mean?